All right. Hello, everybody. So, just making sure we're connected on all the platforms real quick. There we go, live there, and there we go, live there. So, how y'all doing? How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody is having an incredible day. Let me see what this internet connection is looking like. Is it looking real shady? And is, but we're just gonna make it do what it do because you know we just out here dealing with storms and stuff in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, all that good stuff. How y'all doing? So I wanted to jump on here real quick only because today we were actually supposed to be doing a virtual mastermind with our Book Profits Club members, but due to the storm, I wanted to be now. If you've been following me for a while, you know that rain, sleet, snow, child, I'll be still trying to show up, right? But I wanted to also be very sensitive to the fact that some people that would want to be at the mastermind would not be able to make it. So we actually ended up rescheduling it to another day. But that means that I have some free time. I don't really have a lot of free time though, because I still have some stuff that I'm working on. But I did a strategy session with one of our Book Profits Club members today, and I want to shout her out, Judge Terry Thompson. And so we do one-on-one strategy sessions with our BPC members all the time. And one thing that is always unique about our calls is it's all about strategy, right? And she is doing some really incredible things for young adults, children that want to stay out the system, right? She's a judge. She's been through this for, her number of years working in different areas and seeing so many of our youth that get caught up into the system and wanting to help get them out of that or keeping them from even getting caught up, right? But as we were talking, one of the things that she was saying was that, like, listen, I thought when I was coming to you, you were going to show me how to just market my book and sell my book. And that is one of the things that I probably hear more than ever from when people come to us, when they come to Book Profits Club, when they come to be a part of what we do. And so I wanted to talk about like what it takes, first of all, to be a successful author, but also like what it is that I see a lot of people make mistakes on, right? Now, personally, what I believe makes a successful author is going to be an author that has a book that is targeted to a specific audience, right? So when you are writing your books, ladies and gentlemen, you want your book to be catered to a specific person that's dealing with a specific challenge, giving them a specific solution, especially when we're talking about in the genre of self-help. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, the genre of self-help is the highest grossing category, genre, whatever you want to say, in the book space, especially when we're talking about self-published authors, right? Those are the books that are making the millions. But it's not just the millions that they're making from the book sales, it's from them leveraging it, which we'll talk about. So you want to remember that your reader needs to be somebody very specific. And where I see a lot of authors, they kind of fall into the place, hey, Mark, how you doing? Welcome in. How are you? And so what I see a lot of people do is that they are like, well, I want my book to touch all the people of the world. Well, guys, this is the biggest thing that you got to understand is that all the people of the world are not going to be interested in the book. And you don't want all the people of the world to be interested. Well, let me correct that. That would be nice if that could be the case, but that's never the case. Think about it. The challenge is that an 18-year-old Caucasian male that comes from the suburbs are not the same challenges of an 18-year-old Hispanic male that is traveling from Mexico trying to come to the United States and dealing with whatever they're dealing with. It's not the same challenges of a 40-year-old African American woman who makes over six figures who wants to now have a child. It's not the same challenges of a 30-year-old woman that comes from a very wealthy family who is married, who doesn't work, but wants to have a child. It's not the same challenges of a 70-year-old who is retired and trying to figure out, what are the things that they want to do in life. It's not the same challenges of a 50-year-old who is recently retired, who's trying to figure out they may be an empty nester. And so all of these are different people with different challenges, looking for different solutions. And so where authors come into writing their books, they're thinking they're going to have all those people. But how many of you guys can agree that you have different tastes from even some of your best friends? You have different tastes from your significant other. You don't like everything that your closest sister or brother likes. The same would go with the reader. They're not going to like every genre of book. They're not going to like every story. They're not going to like every solution. And so, just like you have different tastes from what other people in your life have, so will your reader. Well, not your reader, but so will other readers, right? So, you got to be able to cater to the person who's looking for what it is that you have. And please trust me when I tell you, there are millions of people. Okay. We get afraid to narrow it down and niche it down because we think we're going to miss out on money. But the truth is there is a million plus people who are looking for the solution that you have. You just got to learn how to market it. Okay. So marketing is so important. Now, this is the biggest mistake that I see with a lot of authors, though, is they think that, when I write this book, I'm going to sell millions of dollars of books. I'm just going to be rich off the book sales. Now, has that ever happened? Yes. Yes, y'all. There are people out there in the world who have just written a book. That's all they wrote and they made millions. But what's the numbers of that? It's like the same numbers of people who are playing football, the kids right now playing football, basketball, hoping to make it to the professional leagues. It is very slim. Okay. The chances of people becoming authors and making millions off of the sales, it is very, very slim. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but why would you want to put yourself into a position where that would be the only source, the only opportunity to make money? Like that, you know what I'm saying? True story. I thought I wanted to be an actress. Now, many of you guys, if you've been following me for a long time, I've told you the stories. When I went to LA for a month and took an international studies course, I realized very quickly that acting was not going to be my thing. And I do actually have people that I know personally that have made it in the acting space. But for me, it was not. And I'll never forget, I was at one of the classes and they were telling us the statistics of the number of people who are in acting that make a full time income. And what we mean full time, we're not talking about millions and six figures. I'm talking about where they don't have to work another job to pay their bills. They're literally a working actor that makes enough money to pay their bills, even if they live in the hood. Does that make sense? And so when they told me the statistics was like 1%, it was less than 1% of actors in Hollywood that actually make a living. I said, oh no. So wait a minute. I could be amazing. I could be one of the best actresses out there. I could be perfect for all the roles, but my chances out of the 10 people or the 100 people, it's less than 1%. Oh no. So I was like, this ain't gonna work because I can't be out here busted, disgusted and stuff. I ain't trying to do it. And I didn't love it that much. Now, there are some people who love it just that much that they would be willing to make that sacrifice. And so I had to sit down and figure out, okay, Taria, love that you would also be willing to make a sacrifice that much to where your chances are not guaranteed. Now that's a whole nother, I just had a whole aha. That's a whole nother aha moment right there, just for me, because a lot of times we try to position ourselves into writing about something that may not be something that you're as passionate about, or we want to be able to help people in a space that, let's just be honest, just because you went through it doesn't mean that you're necessarily passionate about it. Right? Just because you experience don't mean that every single thing in your life that you experience, you need to be helping people in those different areas. You can figure one area that you have become truly passionate about and make that an entire business. And so when I realized that I was like, oh no, I don't love it that much. Let me figure out something that I do love to do. And so then I wrote the book. And when I wrote the book, y'all, the doors started opening up. Now, I never wrote my book so that I could sell the book. And this is the mistake that I see authors make. They write the book to sell the book. They write the book to simply only sell the book. And guys, if your goal is to become an author so that you can just sell copies, it is a lot of work. It's a lot. And I don't know if everybody is ready to put in that work that it costs. Let me just give you a breakdown. Now, if you happen to sell your book on your own website, that means you're not using a third party website that will fulfill your orders. Y'all know the name of the websites that I'm always talking about that are fulfillment websites that take a large percentage of your profits. They give you maybe a couple dollars. But if you're selling your book on your own website, right? So that means you have your own capture page where you ship the books out, or you can use a fulfillment center. You're making about $15 per sale. Okay, $15. Now, when you make that $15 per sale, keeping in mind you're probably selling your book for $20, and then you're shipping and handling on top of that. So about 24, I would say 24.99, right? So you're profiting 15, you're taking about 10 of that and putting that towards the print and the shipping, all of that. If you're profiting $15 per book when you're selling on your own website, by the way, if you go through a third party, you're making less, guaranteed. But if you are doing that and you're actually selling your book, you have to sell 667 copies of your book every single month in order to just generate $10,000 a month. That's not even multiple six figures. That's a minimum. That's $120,000 in sales per year. You have to sell 667 books every single month. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. I'm not saying that again, that's not possible. But baby, not even the top grossing biographies that have sold within the past few years are still selling 667 copies a month. That is not sustainable unless you just want to be a one-hit wonder, right? And I don't want nobody to be a one-hit wonder. But what if we could show you how to effectively take Shanita, you ain't never lied, girl. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to sell 100 books a month, let alone 667 books. So what are we talking about, right? 667. And this is what authors think. They say, I'm going to write this book. I'm going to get on the bestsellers list. By the way, don't let these bestsellers fool you. And unless you are a New York's bestseller, all of that other stuff was made up. And it doesn't mean no kind of profits. Okay. I have never had someone do business with me because I was or was not a bestseller on specific labeled sites. The reason why I get the clients that I get is because I know the results and I know how to get them. Right. Anywho, another question. Another story, another time. But yeah, y'all, to sell 667 books every single month, that's a lot of work. And so instead of selling 600, what if you focused on 50 people who are qualified to work with you, whether it be through products, services, coaching? It doesn't matter. We have a whole massage therapist that is a part of Book Profits Club. We've got people who do taxes. So they're not coaches. They provide a service that are part of BPC. We have people who offer different types of platforms, tools, and things like that are part of Book Profits Club. A book is a tool that is designed to lead people to the what's next. And so if you focused on having 50 customers or 50 people who are qualified, notice I said qualified. See, one thing I can promise you is I don't know how many books I've sold. I don't know how many books I sell on average per month, but I do have a specific goal of how many qualified people have my book in their hands every single month. Does that make sense? How many qualified people have my book in their hands every single month? Thank you, Shanita. Shanita is one of our Book Profits Club family members, so she could tell you. And so, no, the goal is not, can I sell $10,000 worth of books every month? My goal is, how can I get in front of enough people who need the transformation that I offer, who need the products that I offer, who need the services that I offer? And how can I do that? By leveraging a tool, which is a marketing piece that helps me to be able to qualify myself, build my, I won't say integrity, but build my social proof so that more people want to invest into what we offer. That's what the book does. Now, when you write the right book, it opens it up even more. See, the challenge I also see with a lot of folks is like how they're titling their book. The title of their book is not connecting to anybody based on the results. I'll give you an example. There is, for example, there is a book that's out there, right? The name of the book is called The Power of the PUSH. SSY. Now I ain't gonna say it because when I say it, it doesn't come off as positive, but it is printed that way, right? It is printed, and we know what she's talking about. It's called The Power of the PUSSY. Matter of fact, let me pull it up on the screen. Just because I want you guys to see something. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. Let me see something. See, I'm telling you, people, when we sell our books on these third-party sites, we give them so much of our money. It's crazy. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me see how I look when I share my screen. Here we go. Share. I've never shared it on this layout. Okay, cool. So y'all can see. So here is the site. I'm going to pull up the book, though, so y'all can see the book. Let me see. Can y'all still see? Let me see. Open as... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it. Hold on, y'all. Open. Oh, it's not going to let me open it up big, but y'all can see it right here, right? Y'all see it? So this book right here, The Power of the PUSSY. Can I ask you guys a question? Let me stop share. Hold on. Let me do it again because I want y'all to see. I want to make the cover big so y'all can see the cover fully. Open image in new tab. Ooh, that's small. Hold up. Child, open image in a new tab. What's crazy is, oh Lord, all these images are just so small. Okay, let's see if we can open. Okay, here we go. We'll just use save image. I'll do it like that. That's what I'll do. Hold on one sec, y'all. I want y'all to see because I want to go over some stuff that many authors, we think that if I have this deep, profound title or if I do all of this and do all of that, it's going to increase. Guys, we overthink this entire process. I'm just here to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you. We will overthink this whole process. Let me pull up the screen. Where's that? Okay, because I want y'all to see. I'm not shading her stuff. This is not me trying to shade her stuff at all. I'm just telling you how simplistic this cover is and why your girl bought this cover and read it in a matter of days. Okay. Okay, so let me see. So we share my whole screen, so everybody should be able to see the whole thing, right? I hope y'all can see it. So look at this cover. Does this cover look like, is there a picture of her on the cover? No, I don't even know if on the back cover, her picture is on the cover. Do you know Kara King? No, you don't. But when you look at this title, why is it that you're like, for the single ladies out there and married, if you're married, you might be like, wait a minute. It says how to get what you want from men, love, respect, commitment, and more. What do you want? This book is nothing but a whole lot of titles. If men are dogs, this is animal control. The power of the PUS, and then it got a little kitty cat, right? Now, why is this so powerful and significant? The title, not because this was an elaborate cover design. It's the title, the promise that the book is making. Now, this is what's going to happen, though. Let me tell you what happened when y'all read that book. See, oh, Lord, I wasn't even sharing my screen. Why y'all ain't tell me? Wasn't I sharing my screen? This is so whack. Let me see here. Let's see. There we go. Here's a cover again. Let me show it to y'all one more time. So y'all see it? The power of the PUSSY. If men are dogs, this is animal control. How to get what you want from men, love, respect, commitment, and more. What do you want? Regardless if you're single or married, if this is a specific challenge that you are looking to get a solution for, you're going to buy this book. Why are you going to buy the book? Not because you know who Kara King is, not because the graphics are so dynamic, not because her picture is on the front. I'm going to tell you, if you read this book, you'll even hear her say that she's not the most beautiful woman. She said it in the book. She said, I'm not the most beautiful woman in this and whatnot. But y'all, you going to buy that book and you going to read it because of the promise. But guess what you're going to do when you're reading the book? And this is how we have to start thinking as authors. You're going to read that book and you're going to say to yourself, oh, I wonder, do she got a coaching program? I wonder, do she have some products? I wonder, you're always thinking about what else does she have? And as an author, that's how we have to start positioning our books. Our book is just a tool that leads people to your ultimate purpose, ultimate goal, how you're serving them. And it's if you start really literally seeing your book in that way, it's going to start paying you like a business. The, over 1,000+. I can't remember. Let me Google it real quick to see. How many authors are being published per day? How many authors published per day? It says 11,000 books. 11,000 books are being published every day. Out of those 11,000, 80% of them will automatically never make any significant income per day. Why is it that all these people are publishing these books that we know have the potential to be great? Is because they're not thinking beyond the book. A lot of authors, they just sit and think, I'm just going to sell this book. I'm going to make a lot of money selling the book, and that's it. That's all I need. No, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have a game plan. You have to know how to turn that book into multiple streams. The book should be a tool that gets you on more podcasts. The book should be a tool that lands you on more stages. But you even must understand that after you get booked on the stage, after you get booked on the podcast, when you start pitching this book out to other people, how to leverage it to get to the next step. The best top selling authors that you see that are especially in the self-help space, they don't just sell books. They have courses, they have merchandise, they have retreats, they have services, they have tools, they have software, they have something else that is of a higher investment that leads you to building multiple streams of income. All righty. Well, y'all, as y'all can see, the internet is not all the way fully interneting. I feel like the internet speed is back fast though, but I'm out here in Georgia where I'm at my friend's house on the south side. We got internet and we have power. So praise God to that, right? All praise be to God for that. But it's still looking a little bit, I don't know. Yes. Leverage. Listen, if you guys want to learn how to join the Book Profits Club, we have open enrollment to Book Profits Club. All you got to do, guys, is go to bookprofitsclub.com, bookprofitsclub.com. This actually comes with a free training too. So if you didn't get a chance to take notes on everything I just shared, you go to bookprofitsclub.com. You can take some notes. You can get some training. It's going to show you the mistakes that authors are making, how to use your book to get on stages, how to be able to have a book that helps you make $10,000 a month working 2 to 4 hours a day. Seriously. Honestly, truly, for real. You deserve it. You do not deserve to have a book to come out and nobody knows about it. You don't deserve to have gone through what you've gone through in life and you're not able to use that as a source to be able to impact other people. I believe that there's always a purpose in the pain that we've experienced in life, and you want to learn how to use that to be able to leave impact. I was just talking to my friend today. We were talking about, just life and what we want out of life. And both of us have been able to, do very well as far as in our earnings, as far as finances, making great income. But once you get to a certain level of income, now the next goal is leaving impact. And so first, let's get you to the income so that now you could be stable and comfortable to leave impact. But you cannot do that without strategy. So seriously. You want to go to bookprofitsclub.com, check out the free training. Even if you don't want to join the BPC family, you'll still get some dope training that will help you. Child, this hair. Y'all know I just got my new extensions put in, honey. And I don't know. I got to keep brushing it. Got to keep brushing this hair. Look, come on down. Stop cutting up. Well, I haven't really properly wrapped it. Shoot, we was dealing with a hurricane and everything. Everybody got tired of me curling their hair. You know what I'm saying? All right. Did anybody have any questions? If anybody wanted to ask a question, you can. If not, I'm going to get back to it. I also want to highlight all of our Book Profits Club members because we are adding y'all to our authorallstars.com website. Let me show y'all the site. If you have any questions, drop a question in the chat, but let me show you the site because the site is fire. Okay, we're getting hundreds of hits to our site every single day. And so we're about to really take it up to a whole nother notch. What we're doing is we're creating a speakers page. So as long as you're a BPC member, you get listed on the page. But we're creating a speaker's profile page, so everybody gets to create their own profile on the Author All Stars website. And so we're doing some more stuff to y'all that's about to get our hits. Here we go. Let me share. Check it out. Ain't this fly? Ooh! Do you know somebody in this picture? If you know someone in one of these images, let me know. So anyways, when you scroll down here, you're going to see we have the speakers database that we're working on. And so like, I'm going to just go to my profile. And so when you go to the profile, it literally tells you about the author. It gives you some additional images of them. You're able to add in videos, articles that they've been in, all types of stuff. And this is what we're using to be able to pitch our Book Profits Club members. We're using these pages to pitch them. So this is like one of the free features that comes along with being a Book Profits Club member. And so right now you have to be a BPC member in order to be listed on this website. But yeah, this is dope. Well, let me see. Did we have any questions? Anybody had any questions? Thank you so much for the love, the hearts. Appreciate you guys. I don't think we have any questions. No questions? Okay, yes. So make sure, go check out bookprofitsclub.com. Plug in, plug in. I appreciate you guys. I pray that your day is full of peace, prosperity, and happiness, and everything in between. May God continue to bless you. Stay focused. Know that your time to impact people is now. Tomorrow's not promised. All right, you guys. Deuces.